Emilia. Thanks so much for being a Pop Alternative again.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to talk to you about this movie because, it's a story that a lot of people are familiar with, and maybe some are not familiar with. Were you familiar with it when you first heard about it? Like, I know some people hadn't heard about Reality Winner before, so just wondering where your mindset was when the project came across.
I hadn't heard about
Okay.
realities. I was filming Cat Person with Susanna Fogel.
Yes.
Told me all about reality and her story, and I couldn't believe that I hadn't heard about it. And then I went and Googled her, and I saw a lot about her name and what happened. And then when I was sent the script, I loved it because it kind of allowed me to get to know her as a person, and there's nothing like her like that online. And so I then flew to Texas to meet
Yeah,
her,
I was
and
going to ask you that. You actually went and spent time with her in her home.
I did. And yeah, I went to spend time with her, and I went to her CrossFit class and her yoga class because she's super into working out, and I
Yeah.
wanted to see. I met all her animals that she rescues. Yeah, and I just really got to know her on a personal level, which I feel really grateful for, because that's what we were trying to do with the film. We were trying to humanize reality and show people that she's so much more than just a name and a headline.
Yeah, because it's the movie does not just focus on the events that happened and leading up to it. It really is about her life and how she grew up, right? And people around her. So was that kind of the goal when you wanted to go meet with her? Was not just about who she was now as a person, but also growing up, right?
I wanted to get to know her and talk about her on on a personal level. And also, yeah, I wanted to go to a CrossFit class, see how she works out. I wanted to meet the animals that she rescues. She's got a horse, she's got dogs, she's got a
Yeah,
cat. I wanted to meet her family.
yeah.
I love Brittany. I love them all, and I think they're an amazing family. And I think Reality is an amazing person. And yeah, it was really. I feel really grateful that I was able to like take that time, because I think it was really important, especially with our film, because that's what we were
Mhm.
trying to let people know. Because as you say, I mean, if you don't know about her and you Google her, you know about her name, and
Yeah,
you people need to know kind of why she did it, and
yeah.
um, because she's also really fun. She's really
She is
cool.
funny. Yeah, yeah. I see her Instagram. She's always updating about her dogs and her yoga and stuff. So, are you a CrossFit person? Because I have to say, like seeing this movie, like you look like you do CrossFit and like work out with weights. Like you really transformed into that. Like, are you a gym person? I just want you to know that.
While we were filming. I went to the gym a lot. I had like 8 weeks of intense gym time. I had an amazing trainer, Matt Roberts, and I was doing protein shakes and lifting weights. And I'd never lifted a weight before this film. And after I did Reality's yoga class and CrossFit class, I realized that I really had to work hard, because I couldn't walk for like a week after I
Oh,
did those classes.
I can't imagine.
So yeah, then I got like into the fitness side of things, because that's a big part for Reality. She has OCD, and that's her coping mechanism. And yeah, I wanted to kind of get into that. So yeah, I got fit. I will admit, I've been a little lazy since we wrapped. I've been filming, and so I haven't been back to the gym. But they say that once you've got muscles, they'll come back quickly. So they're there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you did a great job because I really believe that like you were into the gym. So awesome job on that. I also want to talk to you. One of my favorite parts of the movie is the scenes between you and Zach Galifianakis, actually. Because a lot of people are used to seeing him in a pure comedic role. We know he has serious components to his acting skills as well, but it really comes out here, I think. Of course, the beginning of the movie, we see his comedic side of his character, but you both have such serious scenes that really tug at people's like heartstrings. And I want to know what it was like filming that, and was it hard not to laugh? Because I know he's a funny person.
Probably one of the funniest people I've ever met. And we were always laughing. But he's such a kind and warm person that I found myself, I really felt really, really close to Zach, and
Yeah.
Reality adored Ron, and they were so close. So I felt really lucky in that respect, because I didn't have to kind of look or fake any chemistry. I really, really, really loved Zach. And um, yeah, I was always so moved. I mean, he's, such a phenomenal actor, and he is really funny, and everyone knows that he's really funny,
Yeah.
but he made me feel so much when I was
I
working with
did,
him.
yeah, especially the hospital scene where you're crawling into bed with him. I really felt that. And I can just like imagine filming that behind the scenes and what that was like. It was very intimate and close. There was no comedy about that scene whatsoever. It was pure seriousness. And I want to ask you how you felt mixing some of this dark comedy with a serious storyline, right? It did a really good job. So what were the conversations about that like?
I mean, reality is so funny
Yeah.
that um, Susanna Fogel, the director, and Amanda Phillips, the producer, and me, we all went to Texas to spend time with reality. So we all knew her personality. But then I think, yeah, I think it just naturally happened. I think Susanna's also amazing at comedy, and she can kind of transform a scene with her little instinctive tweaks. And I think because also Zach was funny, I think that everybody had a really good kind of personality and knew what we were trying to say with the comedy side of things. And then I think, yeah, everybody felt a lot towards reality. So the heart was also there throughout. And I think, yeah, I think Susanna did a really good job at threading both of those emotions throughout the film and not making, yeah, I feel he is someone that you can't put into a box, or you can't label reality. And I think that kind of with our film too, it's like
Mhm.
it's fun, but it's dark. It is very like
True, it's real, based on real facts. Yeah. You bring up Susanna, and this is like you said, you work with her on Cat Person, and that's where you got to know this. I love Cat Person, by the way. We spoke to Susanna last year for it. I think that movie was incredible, and you touched on something where she's able to bring in comedy into dark scenes, and that's what she did with Cat Person too. Is that like I was able to laugh in incredibly uncomfortable moments. So is that something you like about working with her as well?
I really do because she made a good point when we were shooting both of these films that it's a lot of people's coping mechanism,
Yeah.
humor. I don't think you often see that on screen. And so yeah, Susanna's always like, that's how I cope.
Mhm.
I'd say humor is probably mine too.
Yeah.
We very sarcastic and push things away. So yeah, I think it was a really interesting take on reality. It's like a funny person in a serious situation.
Yeah, definitely. And any plans of working with Susanna again? Because I feel like you guys make a great team.
But I'm always like, Susanna, please.
Please,
No,
yeah.
I love working with Susanna, and I also love her as a person. I think she's amazing, and yeah, she's so clever. She's super smart, and yeah, I'm always in awe of her brain and talent. And yeah, I'd love to carry on working with her for forever.
Yeah. I just want to talk about the range of roles you take on. I mean, from Coda to, Lock and Key to, Cat Person to this, like it's such a range. Is that what you look for when products are coming to you, or you just, you're not specifically looking to expand your repertoire per se?
No, I think I am always looking for something I haven't done
Okay.
before,
Yeah.
a character I haven't played. And something within the story that I haven't told before, that I haven't learned before. Right now I'm learning how to be a chef and working in a kitchen
Ooh.
for my next film, and I just wrapped on an HBO show, and I had to do a Delco accent.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, she had a mullet, and she was super strong, and people from Delaware County are like super, super cool and tough. And it was really fun, like getting into that side of things. I'm quite British, so
Yeah,
it
I was
was
gonna
really
say too, we're used to your American accent also in many of your projects.
a Delaware County accent before that. But yeah, I'm always looking for a challenge, and I love learning. I'm a very curious person,
Yeah.
so
Well, I can't wait to see what's coming up next, and everyone can catch Winner now on demand as well in limited theaters. So thank you so much, Amelia, for your time. It was so great talking to you.
nice to meet you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.